Hello everyone. Yes, it's me. It's a new video on this channel. How odd. Yeah, I thought I'd make a video because I've been feeling a bit down at the moment, especially with everything going on, middle of a pandemic. So I decided to make a video on something that I like to do. So I've been thinking about making this video for a while. I think I've got enough information, however, there's so much information. I'm thinking I might have to do 2 or 3 videos on the things I forget, it's such a vast thing, So, yeah, I've been wanting to make a video for a while, so I thought, hey, why not now? While I'm upset, I may as well think about the good things. So, this weekend, so today, I would be at a place called Empire Larp. So Larp stands for live action roleplay, and it's an event where you dress up, you become a character, and you just do a load of things in this massive field in Dadford. So you have things like you would go to, I don't know, I'll tell you personally about my experience, but let's say I'm 18 now, I've just hit 18, how about I go to a tavern, get drunk, meet new people, and you do that, but you also do things like battling and stuff like that. So it's like an odd mix of things, So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about my experience with LARP and exactly everything that's going on. I have written down information and stuff on my phone, which I'll quickly get, just in case. So I'll explain Empire LARP. So Empire LARP is an event in Dadford where you become a certain nation. So there are 10 nations, I believe. So let me try and name them before I read it. So there's Wintermark, which is the one I'm from. There's Navarre. There's Marches. There's Brass Coast. There's League. There's Highguard. There's Varushka. There's... oh, I've got to remember the... did I say Dawn? I think I said Dawn. And then there's the U. There's one that begins with U. And then there's Imperial Orcs. I hope I said. Let me just quickly read through them. So, Brass Coast, Wintermark, Imperial Orcs, League, Dawn, Highguard, Marches, Varushka, Navarre, and Urizen. Urizen was one I forgot. But yes, so, and you become one of these nations, and then you fight for that nation usually. So you don't actually have to battle. I do, personally, but that's just because that's my favourite part of it. I've only been to one event, so this is kind of like a beginner's guide on it, because we were meant to have an event. I'm going to talk to you about what I would have done this event, how prepared I would have been, compared to we're in the middle of but what we'll do next event, hopefully in June, but maybe July, maybe September, depending on when this all ends. So yeah. So the first thing you do is, so on the Friday, me and my friend, so my boyfriend and my friend who introduced me to it, my boyfriend did, got in a car and we drove to Dadford. We then got there, we were before the person who set up the tent, so there was a lot of mix up with the tent because my friend decided, hey, we'll book it under my name. So because he wasn't there, we just about got the tent. We don't know if he booked it properly, but in the end he did. Yeah, so so they helped us put up our tent. We ate a little bit, and then my friend Leon, who plays for him, Stonemore. We are the Stonemore clan, as you call it. So that's our house name, is Stonemore. We decided to look around, because obviously I haven't been before. We'll look around at the shops. He had some money on him, and he bought a new chest plate. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Obviously, I've never been before. This is kind of scary experience. Many people trying to sell me stuff. What should I buy? What shouldn't I buy? There's one thing that's caught my eye, and even now I think about it, so I might get it next event, which is a fish flask. I just want to get it. So yeah, and then what my boyfriend did is he said, did you go around? I went, yeah, but we mainly went to the shops because of my friend Neil and having to buy stuff. So we went, right, let's look around the whole thing. She showed me the tavern, she showed me the schools for little kids. So that's another thing. If you have children, they can go to the army school, and it's like an actual school, and then you can go off the battle or whatever. You can go off and do something else. That's completely up to you. So then our friend got here with another friend of ours, and we all set up our tents and everything, got food. My mate's dad does it, so he went to the car, got some food from the local Tesco, brought it back to our tent. Other brands are available. Yeah. So then we took some pictures outside just before it was time to put phones away and stuff. But before this is we went to God Tent, which again I had to look up the name of. It stands for, apparently, let's hope this is right now, General Operations Desk. And pretty much what you do is you log in your character, you get your money, and it's like proper actual money as well. Like, you have a lot of different currencies. You have rings, which are the lowest form. Try to remember it all. Crowns, which are the second highest, like the middle ground, and thrones, which are the big. Like, that's a lot of money. A throne is a lot of money. So because I'm a merchant, which unfortunately I didn't get to do any merchanting this time because I didn't organise myself very well. I got like a throne, a couple of crowns, a couple of rings. So what we did as a group before it all started, my mate has a chest, and we've all put our money in the chest, and we're all allowed to take out bits and pieces. So yeah, so then it was time for like, what's the word called? Did I write it down? Let's try and remember now. No, I didn't. So pretty much it was time for the event to begin. So, that's it. I've forgotten the word for it, unfortunately. I'll hopefully put it up somewhere. Yeah, so pretty much we looked around. My boyfriend and I went off and we said, right, let's go to a different tent where you become like a runner and you like go and do tasks and send messages to people in different places. So it gets you you now know where different places are. So we had to go to League, I believe, or Dawn. It's one of the two. I get confused between the two. And we went to there and we had to ask a question. We came back and we got given money. We then went with him to, he had a contract signed by someone in Brass Coast. And they were like, right, I owe you this amount of money if you can do this. So he did this, so he got his money. He had a contract and everything, which was pretty cool. He even got a nice little bag that he just gave him. I was like, here's my wallet. I don't need it. Have it. Which was really nice. It was really nice to see. It was quite nice to have something Brass Coasty, considering we are Wintermark, which I haven't explained. Very, you can't really say it, but it's very Viking-y. It's very, like, North Game of Thrones. Like, you've got a lot of furs, you've got a lot of wool, you've got a lot of... So it's quite nice to see the bright side of Brass Coast. So it's quite nice when you walk through different places, you feel the atmosphere change, which sounds odd. The moment I'm walking to Brass Coast, I'm like, oh, we're in a happy... Like, everyone's happy and selling and that kind of stuff. Whereas when you go to Wintermark, it is more fires and hot drinks and... Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I went to Brass Coast, and that's when I found a little tea shop, which I really like. I've forgotten the name, unfortunately. But they sell tea for like a ring, piece of cake for like a ring. And it's a really nice place to sit down. They have like beanbags, buffets kind of thing to sit down on. You can relax, and the moment you walk in, you have a little card that reads like, you are now, all your stress has disappeared, you're now relaxed, which is quite nice. Because it's nice to relax considering I don't often. Yeah, that's pretty much one of the things. So we went there a lot. On that day, a guy went around with his little son and was like, we're selling jewellery. We've made it all, I think it's about 5 rings. I want to say that. So 5 rings, I'm sure it was only 5 rings. Because I'm sure it wasn't a lot of money. Because I wouldn't have bought it for a lot of money, I'm very stingy. My son's handmade everything. I know the son hadn't handmade it, but I thought, hey, at least I have 5 rings spare, it goes towards them, makes their profits go up. I'll be nice and inspired. So let me quickly get that. If you can't see it properly, I'll put in a picture. But pretty much, if you can see, it's just a leather bracelet with like a metal clasp in the middle. So that is pretty much that was pretty much what I bought. So that was pretty much the first day. So in game, we're all brothers and sisters, except me and my boyfriend, who I've been married into the family. You know, it's weird to think that now, considering now I want a character properly. But at the time I was like, yeah, that'll do, just go with him a lot. But yeah, my 2 brothers-in-laws went off to fight in a skirmish. So skirmishes are battles that you don't have to go on. It's only for people who, you know, like battling a lot, so I might go on a skirmish next time. But I don't know if this is actually true, but personally I feel like you're more likely to die in a skirmish. Because a big battle, everyone's doing it. But a skirmish is up to 50 people to go from 3, 4 different nations, 5 different nations. So yeah, it was very much like, oh no, like, you know, they've gone off to a skirmish, we were fine with it, and then we found out it was a really bad skirmish. As in, like, I think a few people died. Which, you know, sometimes for skirmishes it happens, sometimes for skirmishes it don't happen. And so we ran to the portal and was like, oh no, they're dead. But they came back alive, which is good. Another friend of ours, who I've never met before previously, went to join the militia. And he was talking about how he was, joined the militia. And we witnessed it all. A thing that I haven't actually put on here, but I need to talk about. We witnessed an execution. So we were walking around, waiting for the skirmish, I believe, to finish. We met up with our friend who joined the militia. And we were in the middle of a street, and we sat down like on a log. And we were right next to a public execution, which was fun. So I only know one of them that was there, which was Braun. But that's just because I heard his name later on in the battle. And he was there, and we saw a public execution, which was, it was alright. So at the time you're thinking, oh, that was weird, but then you think about it and you go, oh, he's dead, he has to remake his character. God, that's sad, you know, like, he's dead, you know? That's kind of sad. Yeah, that's pretty much first day, I believe. I think we then went back to our tents, ate some cheeses, crisps, that kind of stuff. So the second day, we went something called monstering. So monstering is if you want to battle, you pretty much have to monster, where you put on an orc mask, or like a mask, you get some face paint, you get your armour, and then you go out, and you have to fight other people. The thing is with me, is I'm allergic to face paint. So I was wondering, how do I do this? So in the end, I had to not wear any, but this time I've got an idea of what I can do if I can match the colour. Other than that, the armour was way too big, because obviously it's meant for like an adult male. I'm a tiny female. Every time I'd run, it'd go donk, donk, donk on my chin, it really hurt. So I did monstering, and that was fun. I mean, you didn't do a lot, you just died a lot, really. You just died. And we were in like this foresty area, and I kept tripping over branches backwards and stuff. So you know what I mean, we just kind of died. So that day we then went back, and you have to pretend that you didn't do any monstering. So I've forgotten what it was said that Wintermark did. I mean, one of them was like picking flowers or something. So I was like, okay, yes, a whole day of picking flowers. No, so it was pretty much until 8 until 12. It's about 4 hours. So you were told, oh, you have been doing this. Don't tell anyone you've been monstering. Not in character. So we went back to the tavern, and we found out about a mystery that's been going on about something called the friendship cult. So me and my boyfriend were like, right, we're on it. So we went to a tavern, investigated, I think it was a young couple, I'm not too sure. But it was a male and a female. And they were eating, and they mentioned something about friendship cult. So we kind of went, hello, we're looking into that. So then we got given a necklace from her and said, this is a necklace you get given if you want to be part of it. Because pretty much when you're drunk, they strike. So we're like, okay, cool, let's get this necklace. So I went to sit back in my tent for a moment, because I've been walking around all day, been doing a load of stuff, and my boyfriend went to investigate. Turns out, we nearly got there, which is annoying because it's about 10 thrones, which is a lot, especially for a little group like us I was 20 thrones, I think. But you know what I mean? Like, a little group like us, that's a lot of money, you know, so we're trying to get there. And it turns out that the necklace that was given was actually someone else's who was just drunk and was like, you can have my necklace. And they thought it was part of the friendship cult. And then, so my boyfriend went, you're part of the friendship you're part of the friendship cult. And she was like, am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. I was too drunk. I don't remember. So he was like just accusing people. It's like, okay, we'll leave now. So then we came across a stand right on the outskirts of the actual area where there's this like merchant, but he hand makes the swords in front of you, which I thought was amazing. You know, I was like, oh, handmade sword, like I want one of them. So I got a short sword from him. My boyfriend deducted the cost from 40 to like 37. So that seemed like a really odd deal, but at the time my brain's really weird and it goes like, oh, I can't spend £40 on a sword. So when it goes down by about £3, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll buy it then. 37, yeah, it's cheap compared to 40, even though it's only £3 off, but hey ho, it worked. So I got my little sword that was custom made. He asked me what kind of thing I wanted, so I said black. And yeah, so this is my sword. It's made of a fiberglass core in the middle. It's rubbery on the outside. It's got these little hilts things on it. Little bottom bit. I don't really know anything about swords, but hey, I've got a sword. What I do need is actually Mason's weapon spray lube thing, which I haven't got, but I have been using at the moment talcum powder, which someone told me would work, as because it's a new sword, it will make it feel better. So I did that, and it was great when I got back. But anyway, back to the actual event. So I got it all weapon checked and everything. They would say that's fine, because every time you battle or you get something new, you have to get it weapon checked to make sure that it's not dangerous. So I had a little shield, like a little buckler, and it broke. It was like halfway through breaking, and it broke at the actual event, so I couldn't use it. So I had to borrow someone else's. Because I was used to using a buckler, which was sad, but in the end, it worked out. I got to borrow someone else's. Anyway, when we were looking for the friendship cult, we went to the library to look for books for it. And the library is a really nice place where they actually hand print on paper books and stuff, like Larp kind of things, where it talks about the lore behind certain stuff, which was a really nice place. And then there was actually, she had a book around the back, so we had to like go to her car and quickly get it. And then, so we paid like a couple of rings for it. But yeah, that was really nice that she actually did that for us, and it was really, especially as like a lot of people were probably doing it because they wanted 20 thrones. So we got a sword. We then went to practice to like outside our tent, and honestly, I had a panic attack because I was used to monstering, never battled before, and I was thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I need to remake my character. I'm about to literally die. My first event. I don't want it to be my first event and I want to die, you know? What am I going to do? Because we were meant to be following orders from our Thane, Leon, for him. But some people were like arguing, didn't want to do it. And I'm thinking, fuck, I'm going to die. So I had a panic attack. They all did their separate things as well. One of them just slept, really. One did the friendship cult for him, which was our leader, our Thane. Sold some fabrics to people. So I thought, honestly, in the middle of a panic attack, I thought, my character's gonna die. So we went to get food, and I was still panicking in my head, like, oh god, this is horrible. Everyone else was eating, I couldn't eat. I was like, I don't like this, please. The next day, we woke up late, so it was, you're meant to be up there at like 8:30, and we woke up at 8, and we normally wake up at 7 to like make sure everyone's up. So we were rushing around, and I realised I lost my purse, my little bag, which had my notebook in, and my normal money and my human money, you know, my non-LARP money. So I was like, right, I need to get it. So I quickly got changed. Me and my boyfriend were looking for it, and we finally found it in a tavern. After my panic attack, I picked up everything else. I just forgot to pick up my bag, which was under the table. So now I know not to do that. So picked it up, found it, and my friends were late. because they had to put armour on and stuff. So me and my boyfriend were the only ones in the whole army when we went to battle who didn't have armour. So they all said, you're going to die. And we're thinking, oh God, I was like, I don't want to die. Like, I should be fine. We're behind people. We should be fine. We're going to become skirmishers. So pretty much you go around the sides and hit them and you know what I mean. So that's fine. So we're all ready for this. We were told to be skirmishers. We then got told, which, my our two friends who were late got there and were told, right, you're going to be line breakers. What you got to do is break the lines. And we were like, and then we were told to join them because we were in part of all the same guild kind of group. And they were like, right, you guys can join as well. You be skirmishers in this. They were some of the best battlers. Like, they were some of the best, like, guys in, like, fighting wise. And we were like, why are we here? Like, I've never done it before. We've got no armour. Why the hell are we with these, like, people? So yeah, so we were the line breakers, or the glorious bastards, I believe, or inglorious bastards. Can't remember. So that's where I had Braun, and we had Mac, who was like our leader. And I've watched videos before on Empire. We were Grim as well, and so so Grim was our wizard with a massive stick. It just shattered everyone's shields, really. Yeah, so that was kind of scary. Pretty much, Mac was our leader. He was telling us, right, we can do this, 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 and this. And he got shot in the eye with an arrow. So we had to go aside and make sure he got bandaged up, everything, blood coming out. So anyway, so then we had Braun as our leader. He's like, just take over, Braun, while I'm getting fixed up. And Braun looked like he had PTSD. Like, he just kind of staring off into there. So we all just shouting like, Braun, for God's sake, like, get up, you're meant to lead us, lead, kind of thing. Like, Braun, please. So, because I only had 3 hit points, I only got hit once, actually. I was quite good at avoiding it. So I had to take a healing card. So pretty much you get these little cards that they give you, and you rip it, pretend to drink it, and you throw it away. So people pick it up afterwards, kind of thing, if you don't actually litter. I think I kept mine, actually, because I thought it was a really cool thing. But yeah, so when you hit 1 hit point, I've only got 2 left, It's quite substantial considering 1 hit is 1 hit, Yeah, so we did that. We were in the shield wall and we won. We won the battle. We were very good. I saved a few people from getting shot with arrows. I think I got a kill. Not too sure. Because you can't confirm a kill unless you execute, but you're not allowed to do that to the Jotun, which we were fighting. And they had like these massive... So one thing I didn't say, and I didn't write down, but now I've just remembered, is one of the things we were fighting were actual war rhinos. I'll put a picture up. But like, they're just a massive rhino that you have to like hit. And that was like really cool to see when you think about it now. You're like, oh my god, good war rhino. That's really cool. Yeah, so we did that. And we did the battle. And we even got a special mention saying line breakers were actually the thing that held this whole thing together, which was quite cool. Because even though I wasn't a main part, we still did stuff. So that was good. We then met up with this little group who were like, oh, this is we are also part of this group, and we think we should ally. So we got our person, we got Leon for him to like confirm it, and then we just kind of went with them for a while, pretty much. We were like just messing around with them, skirmishing, just like having training. That's what the word is. Yeah, because we were all getting annoyed at like there was a tent next to us that kept singing every night at like 4 a.m. And obviously, even though we're like 17 at the time, 16, 17, we're like, we do need to sleep to get up in the morning. Like, please, at 4 a.m, just go to sleep. So in the end, what we found out that they lived in like a very outskirt part in the forest, and we think, we could just go there. Be easier. I know we're part of Wintermark, but like, go there, it's easier. I think they're Wintermarkers as well, actually, so we may as well just go near them. Not next to them or anything, but near them. So that's pretty much our thing. Is there anything I forgot to say about the actual event for me? I think that's everything I said, actually. We ate at the tavern a lot, which is really nice food, actually. I do want to go again. So, the next part I'm going to talk about is what I think I could have done better with it. So, what I think I could have done better, which is what I'm going to bring to the next event. So, pretty much this is... No, first of all, I'll do my prep for the next event. So, obviously I can't do it now, but hopefully in, like, June, I will... it'll be back on, so I can talk about it. So, a thing I did good is I didn't spend a load of money on armour or shields or anything. I borrowed a lot of stuff because I didn't know if I was going to like it. Now I found out I loved it, I can now spend my money on it, you know, rather than... Because imagine if I spent like £500 on armour, or like full set of armour, not even a full set of armour, like the chest and the arms or something and a shield. That's about 500 quid. Like, you don't want to spend that much. So the prep I've done is I've decided I've become a merchant. I was already a merchant, but I've decided I'm actually going to go start trading around. So I have a little box here, and I've decided to trying to find something I can show that doesn't, you know, have a lot of stuff. Okay, let's show that. So I've decided to go to a load of different charity shops and start looking for stuff for Larp. And where I'm from, there are some nice charity shops that have a lot of old wooden stuff, which is perfect. So what I found is this fur, which normally, I know it's a little bit, I know it's meant to be like a scarf or whatever, but for this little bit of fur was £2.50? Yeah, £2.50. You can cut that up, use that for a cape, for a cloak, I mean, sorry, you know. Really nice, but you also get like a load of wooden stuff, like, let's look at these. Oh no, let's look at these actually. So what these are coasters. So at the back they're coasters, but they look like logs. So there's a set of 3 for £1.50. You know? It's just little things like that I'm like, oh, I may as well pick that up. Another thing I've done is I made my costume when I went to Larp last time. I bought myself a shirt, because the shirt I made started to break 2 days in, so I don't want to do that. I made a cloak. So I got everything from... I got the material for my boyfriend who was going to make a cloak, but he already has one, so he gave it to me. Got the fur again from a charity shop for £1. Got this brooch which my mum got from a charity shop ages ago, but now didn't find a use for it, so I've got it. So I've just made a really cheap cloak. It's thin. No, it's not thin, it's thick. It's furry, you know, it fits with the Winter Mark theme perfectly. So let me put that back a moment. A thing that I've started to sell, because I said I was going to become a merchant, is jewellery. So if you see me selling jewellery around, you know, say hi in character, or even out of character. If it's an out of character session, just kind of say hi. I know not many people watch these, but because it's an Empire Larp video, and I look, personally, all the time for new Empire Larp videos, just in case, just pop up and say hi, you know, like, you know, how can I say I've seen your video? Just say you met me along the walk to Anvil or something, you know, or, you know, something like that. Just say, you know, I saw your video, it was pretty cool. Yeah, what, is there anything else? I want to say I got a shield. I'm planning to get armour. I also want to tell you about a great deal I got for arm braces. So I got some bear arm braces, all hand engraved and everything. So about £30, including postage, which was about a tenner, so about 20 quid. Because he's doing everything for half price at the moment. Really cool. I'll put a link up if I remember. Now I want to tell you what I'm planning personally to do during the event. So next event, I want to say hi to more people. I didn't say hi to anyone, really, when I was there last time. So I want to say hi to people. That's advice number 1. Advice number 2 is I want to not have a panic attack, mainly, because that's horrible. Advice number 3. As I said, I'm allergic to face paint. Can't use it. Well, I think I'm allergic. I'm not too sure. But I do come up puffy and rashy. So I kind of think it's that. I'm going to use green or black, whatever's the closest colour, eyeshadow. Put it along there instead, just because it's easier for me. So I can still look the part, but like it might be a little bit different, you know what I mean? Anything else I particularly want to do? I want to make my character better. And I understand a lot of people are like, oh yeah, but it's your first event, you know, you don't worry about it. But for me, because it was my first event, I've gone like, no, I want to actually do a good character. You know, that's my one thing I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. That's advice number 4. Boost out your character. Because I didn't look at anything before, really. I just had my boyfriend tell me. I didn't look it up myself. But now I'm looking up myself and I'm learning. For example, I'm going to learn a little bit of calligraphy so that I can sell my stuff, you know? Put it on the box or something. Something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much my Empire Larp video. If there's any questions, please leave them in the comments. I will try to answer as many as possible. Probably all of them because I'm not that popular, but yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. I also wanted to say, if I've got a code as well. So if you actually are interested to come, use my code at checkout. It's like a voucher. And you will get money off yours. I'll check out exactly how much, and then but it also means that I get money off mine as well. So it's a nice little, you know, I help you out, you help me out. So you can spend it on the actual event, you can spend it on tents. It's up to you, but yeah. So it's pretty much in-game stuff. So it's either tents or going. Also, if you're my age, so if you're 17, 18, still at college, you also get college discounts. Remember, if you bring your student ID, they will check it and then you'll get another concession. So I just thought I'd let you know. Please use my discount, it'll be in the comments. So see you later.